everyone, Steven here from Redolescence, and welcome back to another fragrance review. Thank you so much for watching. And in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at a celebrity fragrance. This one is by Usher, and the fragrance is called You Are. So here's the bottle. Of course, You Are stands for his initials, Usher Raymond. This one was released in 2008, and there are a couple of perfumers who work in collaboration with one another to make Usher's fragrances, and they are Richard Herpain and Honorine Blanc. I'm not sure if both of them work to make the scent or just one of them. I'm really not sure. So this one is one of a few fragrances made by Usher for men. Now his album Confession hit the stores in 2004. It gained mainstream success, and following suit of other celebrities, he decided to come out with a few fragrances. So he has this one, there's another one called Usher He, there's one called VIP for men, and I believe he has two fragrances for women. So they look kind of similar. Usher He is in a black bottle, this is in a silver bottle. Now this fragrance is classified as an aromatic fruity, and I definitely agree with that classification. But next up, let's take a look at the presentation. So here on the box you have the name of the fragrance and the name of the company down here at the bottom, size and concentration. You have the UPC with the serial number printed right above it, ingredients on the back, UR logo at the top, and that's it as far as the box goes. Now, as far as the bottle goes, it's a pretty standard looking bottle, nothing too fancy about it. You are here, sticker down at the bottom with your information. The cap though is pretty cool. It spins around, and this is supposed to resemble one of the rings that Usher wears. So I think that that's a pretty cool addition to the presentation. And then here in the cap, it says the following quote: "It is not how famous you are, it is what you're famous for." So I'm just going to assume that that is a quote that Usher came up with. As far as the distribution goes, it's actually pretty good. And that has been the presentation for You Are by Usher Raymond. So this fragrance opens up with a rather fruity smell. And what I have to say is, in the intro, I was kind of disappointed. While the fragrance does smell rather nice, and I think that fruity smell that it has in the opening, that accord, smells rather pleasant, and my fiance even liked it, it is a little bit redundant from what we've been seeing in the designer market. So of course there is Power by 50 Cent, which is also kind of fruity, and it has a lemongrass nuance. There's Adam Levine for men. There's just a slew of other men's fragrances. I Am King by Sean John, which also smells nearly identical to Adam Levine's for men. So this one is just another fragrance that kind of followed suit. Even though it was one of their earlier releases, it's typically what you would expect from a celebrity scent. So what do you get when you smell it? It has a very strong fruity blast in the opening, which does linger for the remaining 4 or 5 hours of this fragrance's longevity. Now, among those fruit notes, I get melon. I can't tell you if it's cantaloupe or honeydew. It smells like melon to me. And I think that's because they use a traditional aroma molecule that is used in a lot of other fragrances, and it kind of gives off that melony fruity smell. Now, there's also an aquatic overtone, which I kind of like from this one, but again, it's kind of typical and expected. And I think they use the note of Cologne, which is an aroma molecule that has an aqueous, fruity, even slightly woodsy and musky feel. So I like the smell. I think it's a very pleasant smell. It's rather a casual smell, but it's nothing groundbreaking or earth-shattering, and it's nothing that, you know, does anything new or deviates from what's being done in the celebrity fragrance genre. So I think this is a pleasant scent. You do get this nice sandalwood note, which doesn't smell overly natural, but it has that nice creamy sweetness, so it allows the sweetness from the melon note to linger into the dry down. And then you also get some spicy nuances, even a little bit of bay leaf. Bay leaf is used in Paco Rabanne's Invictus, and it's not actually bay leaf, but an aroma molecule called eugenol. And eugenol is found in bay leaf. It's also found in clove, and it's what gives these fragrances like a bright herbal, almost kind of like a minty culinary feel. So this one does smell rather bright in the opening with maybe just a little bit of citrus. Citrus dries down, and then you get a nice melon smell that is pleasant, and I have gotten complimented on it by my fiance, and I'm going to say this in full disclosure, I think I would have gotten more compliments from this scent. It's just that I haven't really worn it outside of testing because I'm not too crazy about the smell, or it's not really unique enough for me. It's very reminiscent of so many other fragrances that I have in my collection. Last up, we have the rating. First up, we have uniqueness and overall smell, and I ended up giving Usher's You Are a a 6 out of 10. Now this is not a unique scent. Like I said, it smells a lot like Power by 50 Cent, I Am King by Sean John, Adam Levine for Men. Any celebrity scent you basically can get your nose on. They all have a similar vibe to them, and this is no exception. Fixatives were not used successfully, hence the reason why this one only lasts 4 to 5 hours on my skin. Nothing unique or novel or groundbreaking or earth-shattering, but it is a pleasant smell that will get you compliments for as long as it lasts. As far as longevity goes, I gave this one a 5 out of 10. I was a little generous. This does last 4 to 5 hours on my skin. It is eau de toilette strength. As far as projection goes, I gave this one a 3 out of 10. The projection on this one is very mild. Even when I sprayed it on my clothes, I was surprised that it didn't last just a little bit longer. It radiates just a little bit below an elbow's length, and it only radiates for like an hour, and then it starts to sit very close to the skin. You do need to reapply with this one. Fortunately, it is on the cheaper side, and you can find it in like Walmart, Kmart, TJ Maxx. It is a bargain bin scent, so you could afford to over apply with this one. As far as versatility goes, I gave this one a 6 out of 10. This fragrance is unisex because it has a lot of unisex notes like melon and fruity notes and Cologne, which gives it that aquatic presence. But the thing about this one is I think it's more for casual wear. I wouldn't wear this one on a date. I wouldn't wear this one in a suit and tie just because the price and the smell. This one is just a casual scent, and it's also geared toward the hotter weather. So summer day, spring day, perfect. Don't wear it in the cold weather. And I think because it's kind of like an entry-level scent, and it is a celebrity scent, and typically it's the younger, individuals like kids and teenagers who really aspire to be like these celebrities. So I can see this one being suited for a younger crowd, younger demo, perhaps somebody who's still in high school up to somebody, let's say, 25 years of age. And lastly, we have presentation. I think the presentation is kind of cool on this one. I don't think there's anything ultra unique about the bottle except for the cap. I like how it spins, and it's supposed to look like the ring that Usher wears. So overall, I'm going to give You Are by Usher a 5 out of 10. Now, again, I think there are a lot of things that compromise its wearability or its likability, one of which being that it does smell like a lot of other designer scents on the market, so it's not unique, but it is a pleasant smell. I have gotten compliments from my fiance, and it's a scent that you can feel comfortable and confident wearing to work or on a casual basis without necessarily worrying about whether or not you're going to choke somebody out, and it's certainly not cloying. So there you have it, guys. That was my review of You Are for Men by Usher. If you owner have tried this scent, please let me know what you think by leaving a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to rate and subscribe for future videos. So again, everyone, thank you very much for watching. This has been Steven with another fragrance review from Red Essence, and we'll see you soon.